Here's an exercise that you can do in under 5 minutes to give you a very clear example of what it means to have more nervous system capacity and how this is exactly what you need to be focusing on in order to heal and regulate your nervous system. I did this exercise in the Resource Women's Workshop that I ran the other day, and so many women were like, oh my God, this is so simple. So what I want you to do, and you can do this as you're listening to my voice, is I want you to stand up, immediately close your eyes, and then balance on one leg. And what you might notice is when you're doing this, you feel maybe a little bit unstable, maybe you can't even do it. And that's okay. That's actually what we kind of want to realize is eyes closed, no time taken to kind of orient yourself and immediately going onto one leg. So focus on how this might feel unstable or you feel like it's a lot of effort to actually stand on one leg with your eyes closed. Now come out of that. I want you to open your eyes. I want you to put both of your feet on the ground, and I want you to take a second to focus on feeling your big toe, your heels, and then also allow your gaze to find an easy point to focus on within your visual field. And just kind of taking a second, letting your gaze really land. Notice when you feel like, oh, okay, yes, I'm looking at a tree. Yes, I can really see the tree. And you might actually feel a little bit more of a sense of down regulation, or your body might just feel a little bit more present. Now from this place, I want you to slowly move on to one leg, keeping your gaze focused on this one point in front of you and keeping your eyes open. What you will probably notice is that it is easier for you to stabilize. You feel a little bit more calm when you're doing it, and you actually have a true sense of physiological stability in your body. This is capacity. So doing the same thing, but with more nervous system resources allows for that thing to become easier to do. So our resources here were the sense of sight. So your eyes are deeply connected to your nervous system. So when we are able to consciously and with intention take in the environment around us or use a point for stability, we are automatically increasing our nervous system's ability to balance. Number two, being able to take time to actually move into a posture or to move into whatever it is that we're trying to do. Also, after allowing your body even more time to propriocept, so that toe to heel is allowing your nervous system to have more information about where you are in space, and then also being guided by somebody. These are all forms of resources for your nervous system that automatically increase your nervous system's capacity to balance on one foot. This automatically translates to the exact same thing that we can do when we are trying to build capacity to feel different emotions. So if you know that shame and internalized shame is something that you really struggle with, and if you're, on my page, I talk so much about how shame healing is the first thing that we really want to do when we're supporting the nervous system, then in order to have the capacity to actually feel the shame that is present in your body and allow it to move through you and experience resolution, we need to increase your nervous system's capacity to do that. So it could literally be doing the exact kind of same exercise we just did. It could be using the support of co-regulation. It could be focusing more on exteroception or interoception or proprioception. These are all things that I teach you in Nervous System Healing 101, by the way, and I also go over in more detail related to the female nervous system in the Resource Women's Workshop. But I really wanted to make this video on nervous system capacity because I think that word's getting thrown around a lot and people are just like, yeah, capacity. What does that actually mean? It literally means that your body has more inner and outer resources that automatically make you much more capable, competent, and confident in your ability to come into contact with something and move through it, or to just handle it without it depleting your body or forcing you to go into a stress response.